Throughout history, there have been whispers of people who made deals with the devil, sacrificing their integrity, morals, or very soul in exchange for wealth, fame, or power. In this video, we're diving into the top 10 individuals who, whether through metaphor or myth, are said to have sold their souls. These stories are filled with mystery, intrigue, and in some cases, regret. Let's take a look at their dark journeys, and see just what price they paid for the ultimate deal. 1. Robert Johnson's story is one of the most enduring myths in music history, with his legendary rise to fame said to be the result of a demonic deal. It is said that Johnson could not play the guitar well until he made a pact at a crossroads, after which he became an extraordinary blues guitarist. His sudden mastery of music has led many to believe that he sold his soul to the devil, and his untimely death at 27 only further fueled the legend. Creepy myth number 1. Some versions of the Robert Johnson story claim that he didn't just make a deal for his musical talent, but that his music itself was demonic in nature. It's been rumored that the eerie, haunting melodies Johnson played were said to carry dark forces within them, capable of possessing listeners. Some even believed his music had the power to summon spirits, and that those who listened too long were at risk of being haunted or driven mad. Creepy myth number 2. Another darker theory suggests that Johnson didn't just die from poisoning, as most people believe, but was murdered in a ritualistic fashion by a secret society who wanted to keep his demonic powers for themselves. Some claim that this group of occultists viewed his newfound supernatural abilities as a threat and decided to silence him permanently. 2. The tale of Dr. Faust, most famously depicted in Goethe's Faust, revolves around the scholar who makes a deal with Mephistopheles for power, knowledge, and worldly pleasures. Faust's desire for limitless power leads him into the arms of the devil, and, in return, he ultimately sells his soul. This timeless story has been an enduring symbol of the dangers of ambition and the quest for more than what a mortal can handle. Creepy myth number 1. One lesser-known creepy theory about Faust is that his pact with Mephistopheles wasn't just for power or knowledge, but also for immortality. Some versions of the myth suggest that Faust's soul was actually trapped in a spiritual prison after his death, and his wandering spirit continues to roam the earth, searching for a way out. Some occultists believe that Faust's wandering spirit can be summoned through rituals involving the dead. Creepy myth number 2. There's a particularly dark version of Faust's story that claims that after Faust's deal was sealed, he would occasionally come back to Earth in the form of a shadowy, spectral figure. Those who crossed his path during the night, or who were unlucky enough to meet him in a dream, would be cursed with a twisted fate, often experiencing madness or death within a short period. 3. Jay-Z, the influential rapper and businessman, has long been the subject of rumors regarding his rise to fame. Some conspiracy theories suggest that his success is the result of a pact with a secret society or dark forces. His connection to the Illuminati is often cited as proof that he sold his soul to gain power and control over the music industry, as his symbolisms, such as the pyramid hand gesture, have been interpreted as Illuminati signs. Creepy myth number 1. One particularly unsettling myth surrounding Jay-Z is the idea that his influence is not just limited to the music industry, but that he has actual control over minds through his music. Some say that certain lyrics and beats in his songs contain hidden frequencies or subliminal messages that are designed to manipulate the listener's subconscious mind. These hidden messages allegedly serve as a tool for controlling the masses, turning them into mindless followers of Jay-Z's will. Creepy myth number 2. Another creepy myth involves Jay-Z's rumored connection to ritualistic occult practices. It's believed that his fame may be tied to participation in dark rituals that involved summoning spirits or using black magic to solidify his position at the top of the music world. Some even claim that Jay-Z has taken part in blood sacrifices, a theory popularized by online conspiracy theorists who suggest that the sudden and tragic deaths of several of his associates were not mere coincidences. 4. Marilyn Monroe, one of Hollywood's brightest stars, has often been at the center of dark and mysterious rumors. While many focus on her troubled personal life and relationships with powerful men like the Kennedys, there are darker myths that claim Monroe's fame and beauty came at a more sinister cost. Some say that her soul was sold to maintain her iconic status, while others suggest her tragic death was the result of a conspiracy to silence her. Creepy myth number 1. One of the most chilling myths surrounding Monroe is that she was the victim of a satanic cult within Hollywood. According to this theory, Monroe was not just a pawn in the entertainment industry's games but was also allegedly involved in occult rituals with powerful figures in the industry. It's claimed that these rituals were meant to secure her continued fame, but at the cost of her mental health and ultimately, her life. Creepy myth number 2. Some conspiracy theorists also suggest that Monroe's untimely death wasn't simply an overdose, but a ritualistic murder orchestrated by a shadowy group to prevent her from exposing their secrets. The idea is that Monroe had started to discover too much about the dark forces controlling Hollywood, and in order to protect their hold over the industry, these forces took her life in a ceremonial killing. 5. Aleister Crowley, known as the wickedest man in the world, was an occultist, magician, and writer who was deeply involved in dark rituals. Crowley's quest for spiritual power led him to dabble in black magic, and he frequently wrote about his connections with the occult and his attempts to contact supernatural entities. He is often linked with Satanism due to his controversial practices and his belief that the individuals should transcend all moral boundaries. Creepy myth number 1. One particularly disturbing myth about Crowley is that he was involved in actual satanic rituals that involved human sacrifice. Some believe that Crowley's ceremonial magic wasn't just for personal gain but was part of larger, more terrifying occult practices, where he allegedly performed sacrifices to summon dark entities and gain greater power. These rumors suggest that Crowley's connection to these entities may have come at the cost of his sanity, with some even claiming that he became a conduit for malevolent spirits. Creepy myth number 2. Crowley is also rumored to have had a direct influence on the infamous rock band, Led Zeppelin. It's claimed that the band's guitarist, Jimmy Page, was heavily influenced by Crowley's teachings, even purchasing Crowley's former home and using it as a place to engage in occult rituals. Some say Page used Crowley's magical practices to achieve success in his career, linking the band's rise to dark forces. There's even a theory that the band's music itself, particularly songs like Stairway to Heaven, contains hidden satanic messages when played backwards. Each of these individuals, whether real or legendary, has become intertwined with dark myths and creepy conspiracy theories that go beyond just selling their souls. Their stories continue to fascinate, and some of the sinister tales surrounding them blur the line between myth and reality.